We seek to invest in our peers, the communities in which we live and invest, and in those less fortunate through the giving of our time, knowledge, relationships, and wealth.
Welcome. This is the Hot Real Estate Investing Podcast, a podcast dedicated to helping others through real estate investing. Our hosts interview guests from all aspects of real estate investing who generously share valuable experiences and advice. Whether you're starting out or an experienced investor, this is the show for you.
Hello and how's it going? My name is Travis Shelton and welcome to the Hot Real Estate Investing Podcast, where we focus on the mindset, motivation, and methodologies of successful real estate investors. And today we're really going to hit all three of those. Okay, we're going to break down a book called The Tribe of Millionaires, which was really written by the founders of GoBundance, which is a great group. We're going to really focus, number one, on this concept of the 5 people nearest you you're really the average of the 5 closest people to you. We're going to break down The Tribe of Millionaires, this book right here. We're going to talk about the 6 lessons that The Tribe of Millionaires discusses. And then finally, we're going to talk about my own tribe, the HOTREI Tribe. And I'm going to preview a little bit of what the HOTREI Tribe is all about. All right, so let's dive right in. Okay. So we always like to start these with some motivation or some sort of, motivational quote. And this quote comes from Jim Rohn. And you hear it all the times. You hear it maybe said a little bit differently, but Jim Rohn is the person that I kind of recall saying this first, or the person that phrase it goes back to most often credited to. And Jim Rohn said, "You are the average, okay, of the 5 people you surround yourself the most with." Okay, so think about that. And I want you to really, close your eyes and think to yourself, who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? And does that ring true? Are you the average of those people? And more often than not, you're going to find that you are. And sometimes that's a good thing because you're surrounding yourself with 5 amazing people. And sometimes that's maybe not such a good thing because maybe you have a couple of those 5 that aren't the best types of people, or that they have bad characteristics or bad traits that you tend to take on because you hang out with that person, right? So this concept comes about because the people we surround ourselves the most really greatly influences our thoughts and behaviors and ultimately shape who we become. All right. So think in your own life. All right. Do you have somebody or a friend that complains a lot? And so when you tend to hang out with them, you tend to complain a lot because that's just what you do. Right. Do you have a drinking buddy? Maybe a buddy that when you hang out with, you tend to go have a couple beers or drinks, and that's totally fine, but if you're hanging out with that buddy once a month, maybe you're drinking once a month. Maybe you're hanging out with them 3 times a week, and now you're drinking 3 times a week. Maybe now you're an alcoholic because you're drinking all the time with that one buddy, but you don't tend to drink, or complain if you're not hanging out with those particular individuals, right? um Maybe it's golfing buddies, right? I have buddies I golf with, and we golf, but when I golf, we tend to talk business and we talk real estate, or like I kind of just mentioned, maybe you have buddies that when you get together, you talk real estate. Maybe you talk business. Maybe you talk life or family and your goals, right? So you can have these different people around you and within your life that bring the most out of you, or you can have these people that bring the worst out in you, right? And Gary Vee talks about this a lot. So if you're a fan of Gary Vee, he talks about having to ditch those loser friends, right? And you do. If you got a friend that sits on the couch all day and plays video games, like, is that who you want to be? Well, then go hang out with that person. If you're a driven entrepreneur or real estate investor and you want to be better, then you should be hanging out with more successful real estate investors, right? They always say you should never be the smartest person in any room or you're in the wrong room. And I truly believe that. So you yourself, if you want to aspire to be great and do big things, you might have to drop some loser friends. And I've had to do it. It's some of the hardest things I've had to do, of saying, hey, this is a buddy I grew up with. This is a great friend. But they just are not leading the life that I want to be, right? They are not good to their wife, or they're not good to their girlfriend, or they're not, they're drinking too much, or, they're really unhealthy, or they don't really care about their job or life or really doing much of anything. Like, those are people I've had to drop in my life. Yeah, I've really divided my life into friends and acquaintances. Who are those 5 people closest to me? Who are those people that I want to surround myself with? Who are the people that are driven? Who are the people that are healthy? Who are the people that have God in their life, that want to be good husbands, that want to be good fathers? Those are the sorts of things that I aspire to be. I want to be the very best man I can be for my wife, for my kids, for my family, and for my friends. And so hanging out with losers will make me a loser, right? Hanging out with really accomplished people will make me a really accomplished person and a more driven person. And so Gary Vee is always talking about losing, getting rid of those loser friends. But I want you guys to think about it as friends and acquaintances, right? I didn't just say, hey, you're a loser. You drink 3 times a week. I'm never going to hang out with you again. But I've made it a point to say, hey, when I hang out with friends, when I want to go have lunch with a friend, when I want to go golf with a friend, I'm going to hit up these particular friends, because we talk real estate, we talk life, we talk business, we talk God, we talk family, we talk relationships. We don't just drink and talk nonsense. We don't just get together around beers and complain the whole day. Like, that's not where I want to spend my time. That's not how I want to spend my life. So I don't do it. I don't like to gossip. I don't want to be around people that gossip, because what value to that is that bringing me? Okay. I'm a positive person. I want to stay a positive people. I want to surround myself with positive people. I'm sure we all have some of those people that we call negative Nancy's, or that they're negative, and every time we're around them, they just complain the whole time. They bring us down. They make us want to complain. Like, don't surround yourself with that person if you don't like the person you feel like when you're with that person, or when you leave, right? That's an acquaintance. That's somebody that, like, yeah, hey, go have lunch with them, hang out on a birthday every once a year, twice a year. But like, that's not a person you should be making an effort to always hang out with, if that's not someone or that you want to be like, or then that's not the characteristics that you want to live like in this world. And it's a really hard concept, y'all. Like, I know it took me a long time to say, hey, this is just not someone that I want to spend and be purposefully spending time with. And my life is so much better off now that I have made that decision to cut the cord with some losers, honestly, and really focus on surrounding myself with people I want to be like, and people that are driven, and people that want to hold me accountable and make sure that I am successful in my life. And so really, that's this whole focus of like the 5 people closest to you, right? And so you want to identify, if you have a family, that's usually, they kind of count that as one, because it's really hard. I have my wife and 3 kids. Like, that's not 4 people closest to me. They're the ones I spend the most time with, but really I count that as kind of one, especially my wife. And then it's other friends, it's other colleagues, it's other business people that I spend time purposely with, because we're all on the same path of progress, on the path of improvement, on the path of being our best selves. And we all help and encourage one another to be our best selves. Okay. So now let's talk and switch gears a little bit, and let's talk about Tribe of Millionaires. Okay. So that's kind of, I started this concept with the question they have here. What if one choice could change everything? And so what the Tribe of Millionaires is, again, it was created by GoBundance. If you don't know GoBundance, go check out GoBundance.com. It's a great group of organization, and they're a tribe. Okay. They call themselves a tribe for healthy, wealthy, and generous men and women who choose to live epic lives. Now, I mean, that sounds great, right? And it's a good group. I was in their Emerge program. I checked it out. Got to meet some people in there. Really liked a lot of the things that GoBundance has, a lot of the things Emerge has. They have a group in Phoenix. They have little sub chapters all over the place. So if you're looking for your own tribe, if you're looking for a group that's well established, that's out there, recommend GoBundance. If you don't quite have the net worth to be able to get into GoBundance, they have an Emerge, or kind of an aspiring entrepreneurial group that you can join for a limited time. And so those are great groups, and there's a bunch of masterminds out there. There's a bunch of ways that you can kind of find your own tribe or your own group. So kind of breaking down, what is Tribe of Millionaires? Okay, so the big kind of summary, let's say, if you want to break down the book, and I highly recommend reading this book. It's an easy book. It's a fun book. It's an enjoyable book to read. But there's a struggling dude. Okay, he's struggling with his life, with his business, his wife. He's struggling with kind of all aspects of life, and his kind of estranged father passed away. And so he gets this, invitation, right? After his dad's death, that invites him to go to this tropical island with the tribe of millionaires, right? With this unique group that his father was a part of. And these people that knew his father really well, knew his father better than he knew his father, because really they were estranged. But he got this weird invite and he decided to go along with it and go because he was struggling so much and he thought it would be a good opportunity. And his wife thought it was a good opportunity. And really, he gets to learn these 6 timeless lessons while he's on this trip to this tropical island with the tribe of millionaires. And so let's talk about these 6 lessons, okay? And they all kind of go along with this circle of 5, or the 5 near closest people to you are the average that you're the average of, right? So number 1, it's the influence effect. Okay? And what that says is your destiny is shaped by those around you. So surround yourself with great people, or whoever, or losers, and that's your destiny, right? You want to be a loser? Surround yourself with losers, guys. You want to be a winner? Surround yourself with a bunch of winners. This is a hard concept to think about, right? Because we typically grow up with people in the same socioeconomic status as us, kind of in the same high schools, the same colleges. It's really hard to just say, hey, you don't make enough money, or you're not driven enough, or you don't have enough good enough job. That's not what I'm talking about. There could be a teacher making 30,000 a year that we are very aligned and same driven with our goals, with our family life, with our finances, with our future, with our freedom goals. Or there could be someone that makes, $10 million that's aligned. This isn't just simply based on how much money you make or what you do for a living. This is just kind of looking at all areas of your life and saying, you know how can I be better? Where do I want to be better? And who are the people around me? And kind of what are the sum of those people in these different areas of life that I want to improve or kind of focus on, and identifying those traits that you want to be like, and surrounding yourself with people that have really good established principles, or maybe that they're struggling too, but you guys can both lift each other up. So again, the influence effect is the number 1 thing. Okay, your destiny is shaped by those around you. Number 2 is the multiplier effect. Okay, the multiplier effect is that the right group of people compounds your efforts. Okay, so the right people around you compound your efforts. So I'm working on real estate. I have a real estate meetup. I have a lot of real estate investors that come to that meetup every month, and those people compound my efforts. Sometimes I get leads to do more real estate deals. Sometimes I get deals on those. Sometimes I find people that can help me do my social media, do my podcast editing. Andrew Linder Media. That guy is a rock star. If you're looking for help with your podcast, if you're looking for help with your social media, he's the guy that does everything for me right now. So if you like this, if you like what the stuff we're doing, definitely reach out to Andrew and he can help you too with your podcast. But that's an example of a multiplier effect. I've been able to multiply my effect by finding a who like Andrew to be able to help support my business and all my entrepreneurial aspects. And guess what? We help each other. We synergize. I'm helping him build his business, his media company. He likes doing this stuff that I hate to do. And so we're a great team, right? We're like a puzzle piece. So, multiplier effect. Number 3 lesson in Tribe of Millionaires is the accountability effect. Okay. Accountability is the world's most powerful force. Accountability is the world's most powerful force. Think about that. Think about it. Okay. Accountability. Why does everyone procrastinate but everyone gets something done at the very last minute? Because it's the accountability of the due date. You have something due on Friday, you get it done Thursday night. If it was due Thursday, you would have gotten it done Wednesday. But having that accountability, having that due date, having that final exam, having that midterm exam, having that marathon that you're training for, having that goal in sight that you're going to close your first real estate investment by the end of the year, having that accountability and having to be held accountable to it, and having someone ask you, "Hey, Travis, you said you were going to buy another property by the end of the year. Where are you? Where's your status? What steps have you taken to make that a reality?" having someone hold you accountable, if you can't hold yourself accountable, is so powerful. It's the world's most powerful force. So, what that means is that you should have people around you that hold you accountable. Is it your wife? Is it a friend? Is it someone in your aspect of life? Or maybe it's multiple people, right? This is why world class people have coaches in all kinds of areas of life, right? They might have a fitness coach, they might have a business coach, they might have a mental coach, right? Golfers have people that just get their mind right. Then they have a swing coach. Then they have a physical therapist or somebody that helps them coach with their athleticism, and that's golf, right? LeBron James, these world class athletes, they spend millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars each year to make sure that their body's right, to make sure their mind's right before they go and play the game, right? It's the same thing for real estate investors or anyone that is really looking to be at the highest level of what they do. Okay. You want to have people hold you accountable. And whether that's a coach, whether that's a tribe, whether that's a bunch of different individuals in different aspects of your life, you want that because again, it's the most powerful force and it really is. Before I have to go meet with my tribe, guess what? I'm getting a million things done. I'm super productive. I don't want to show up to a meeting with my tribe and not be, steps ahead of where I was going to go. I don't want to be held accountable for things I didn't get done. And just having that little deadline, having that accountability check is super, super powerful. All right, fourth thing, okay, the authenticity factor or the authenticity effect, okay? You find your true self among those you trust. And this is so true. This is really powerful recently since we've created the HOTREI Tribe, and that's really saying, who am I? You know, I don't need to lie anymore. I'm just going to be myself. I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to be true. I'm going to tell these people, yes, I believe in God. All right. Yes. I struggle sometimes with my marriage or being a dad or my W-2 or whatever it might be, but it gives you this openness to be real with people, right? And be real with your tribe and people that are like you instead of maybe holding some things back, maybe not telling people, yeah, I'm struggling with my weight right now. Hey, I'm struggling. Me and my wife, it's really hard for us to do date nights because we got 3 young kids and we don't have the best, sometimes help to be able to help with babysitting and X, Y, and Z or whatever. But like being able to be authentic and being your true self to the people around you, that's the way you grow. That's the way you improve. And everybody needs that sounding board. Everybody needs this group of people around them. And if you have 30 people around you, how close relationships do you really have with those 30 people? I know people have big families and big friend groups. I mean, I don't have maybe a big family, but I have a big friend group. But I've really had to like narrow it down and say, these are the people that I'm really going to spend time with. These are the guys I'll go golf with once a month, maybe, or we'll go on a trip once a year. Again, more acquaintances. I call them acquaintances. I still love them. I'm still there for them if they need me, but I'm just not going to spend all day, every day trying to connect with them. I'm not going to text them all the time. I'm not going to talk about this stupid humor or, share stupid things with those sorts of friends as opposed to texting my friends and say, "Hey, Travis, where are you with that property? Hey, Travis, what steps did you take this week to get financing on that new multifamily asset?" Right? What steps have you taken to move yourself forward this week? Like those are the people I'm hanging out with now. That's why I'm becoming more successful. That's why I'm moving forward every day. That's why I'm getting better and better each and every day. That's why I'm focusing on 1% every day so that I get better, so I can be a better dad, I can be a better husband, I can be a better friend, I can be a better business person, and I can move my real estate investing forward each and every day. All right. Number 5, the purpose effect. The right people reveal the richest source of power. The right people reveal your richest source of power. This is true for me too. I found in myself, my passion is helping others. That's why I do this podcast. That's why my business is called Helping Others Through Real Estate Investing. That's why I'm a pharmacist by training that's helped oncology patients for the last nearly 20 years of my life. I love helping other people. I'm not ostentatious. I don't have a big rich house. I don't have a brand new car. I don't wear fancy watches. I'd like those things, but they're not the most important things to me. Spending time with my family, spending time with my wife, spending time with my kids, making sure they're healthy and taken care of. Those are some of the most important things in my life. But your purpose and what you should be doing, what you want to be doing, right, is driven out by those around you. If you're hanging out with losers that are drinking all day, Is that your purpose? Is that what you want your purpose to be? Is that your richest source of power? Is your ability to drink? Are you cool because you can throw down 18 beers and you're still not faded? Like, cool. Yeah. Like, I was probably like that, or was like that if you talk to my booze hound friends from high school in Vegas. Absolutely. I've moved on, guys. I'm better. I want to be better. I'm going to continue to be better. But yeah, I'll still go have a beer with my boys. Yeah, I'll still go, on a golf trip with my guys and get drunk here and there. It's not good. I hate it. I hate being, hungover. I keep telling myself I'm never going to drink again. It's kind of a goal. I don't really drink nearly as much as I ever do. I don't ever have alcohol in my house. But yeah, when I'm on the golf course, I need a little swing juice. I might have a beer or two, guys. But by no means am I going out every single weekend or every single weekday and having beers or drinking out there. That's just not something that's part of my life. But yeah, when I was 18, when I was 21, when I was in fraternity, when I was in college, yeah, I did those things with my boys. But there's a point where you grow up, right? There's a great saying. It's like, I always forget it. I forget this one, but it's like, hey, when I was a child, I did childish things. Like, now that I'm a man, I put away those childish things. I did a terrible job with that quote, but that's kind of the essence of that one. But that's a purpose effect, right? And I have found my purpose by helping others. It's what I love to do. It's what I'm going to continue to do. And then finally, the sixth lesson there learned is the connection effect. Okay. Your life will be measured by the quality of your relationships. Your life will be measured by the quality of your relationships. So again, if you have 30 friends and you're barely acquaintances with 30 people, like, how's your life going to be measured? Okay, I want it to be measured the fact that I'm an absolute the best husband in the world to my wife. And I'm not that right now, but I'm going to strive to be that every single day until the day I die. I'm going to be the best father ever out there. So you're not going to beat me. You're not going to be a better dad than me because I'm going to spend more time. I'm going to grind. I'm going to work every single day to be the best possible dad I can be to Cooper, to Sonny, to Brock. And who knows, maybe we'll have another one. My wife would love hearing that. I don't want another one. I got 3. Perfect. But I'm going to be the very best dad I can be. I'm going to be the very best son I can be. I'm going to be the best brother I can be. I'm going to be the best uncle I can be. I am going to be the best businessman and the most giving person out there. These are like affirmations I even say to myself a lot of times because I want to be the best at everything I do. And I'm just driven. I'm driven to do those things. And I'm driven to do those things because the people I surround myself are driven to do those things as well. And we encourage each other to do those things and to be our best selves. And you have to find your own tribe to be able to surround yourself with that push you and drive you to be your very best. All right. So again, this was really kind of the 6 factors of Tribe of Millionaires. These are the 6 lessons that you learn by reading the Tribe of Millionaires. I broke it down again. Really good book, really easy book, tells a really nice story. Really highly recommend Tribe of Millionaires. Read it if you haven't. But my call to action right now. All right. So just pause wherever you're at. Take a moment. Okay. Take a few minutes. Close your eyes. Think through this. Really take time to think. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? Who are they? Are they people you want to be like? Are they people you strive? Are they people that bring you up? Are they people that bring you down? Are they people that are better than you? Are they people that you want to be like? Do they have good families? Do they have a good relationship with their family? Are they good dads? Are they good moms? Are they good wives? Are they good husbands? Are they good business people? Do they do the right things? Do they take shortcuts? Do they drink all the time or smoke all the time? Or do they, you know, they hang out with their family every night and they move themselves along in business the way you want to move yourself along in business? Do you have other people that you want to be close to that maybe you're not right now? Do you have some friends that you hang out with that do those things that you want to be like, and maybe you don't have the best relationship with those people? Go out there and become better friends with those people. Be, intentional and go make time. Go schedule lunch with those people you do want to be closer to. Find time to invite that family over and spend family time with those other families that you and your family want to be closer to. Be intentional with who you spend the most time with is really, really important. Okay, last point, guys. Really just want to talk about my tribe. Okay. So, through having a meetup forever, really knowing this tribe of millionaires, considering joining GoBundance, consider joining all these other different masterminds, I was unsatisfied. Okay. Some had stuff I wanted, some didn't have stuff I wanted. Some groups had people I didn't really like or connect with. So I was like, you know what? Great group, great group. But I know these two or three people are in here for the wrong reasons. And I don't want to be part of that tribe because I don't want to be surrounded by those bad people. So, like I do with everything, I just created it myself. So, um, you guys know Vince Mathis. He's been on the show a couple of times, but we collectively came together and we created the HOTREI Tribe. And maybe we'll have a full podcast in the future just on the HOTREI Tribe and what it's all about. But really, I'll kind of give you the mission. Okay, so the HOTREI Tribe brings together those seeking financial independence through multifamily real estate investing. We hold ourselves and each other accountable to the progress across all areas of life. We seek to invest in our peers, the communities in which we live and invest, and in those less fortunate through the giving of our time, knowledge, relationships, and wealth. So that's the mission of the Hot REI Tribe. We're growing it organically. We're growing it slow. We're finding the right people. And man, this tribe has really lifted me up in the last several months. We had our first huge retreat last month. It was amazing. I'm honestly, I'm so blessed to be around these individuals. So if you're interested in the Hot REI Tribe, I'm not really pitching it right now, but if you're a man, you're somebody that wants to do multifamily real estate or you're focused on multifamily real estate, you have a relationship with God or you want to have a better relationship with God and your family and that mission spoke to you, then let's talk. Hit me up. We'll talk more. We have a full deck that talks more about the Hot REI Tribe. Again, maybe we'll do a podcast on it. I'll have Vince on and maybe some of the tribe members on. We'll talk about it. But really, what I want you guys to do is think about those 5 people closest to you. I want you to think about who is your current tribe and who do you want as part of your tribe. Who are the people that you should be spending the time with and who are the people you should not be spending the time with, and take action by eliminating those losers, eliminating the time you spend with some of those acquaintances, and spending more time with your friends and those 5 people, because you are the average of those 5 people you surround yourself the most with, like Jim Rome said. Okay, guys, hope this helped. Hoped you liked knowing a little bit more about the average of the 5 people, that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I hope you liked the book Tribe of Millionaires, kind of how I broke it down, but definitely read it. It's, again, definitely worth a read. And lastly, hope you guys liked me sharing my own tribe, Hot REI Tribe, with you, at least a little brief glimpse of it. And again, as always, folks, take action this week to move your real estate investing forward. Add a tribe member, join a tribe, whatever it is, guys. If you like this podcast, really appreciate you guys sharing it with one other person so I can grow the audience and grow the impact. Take care and God bless.
Thank you for listening to the Hot Real Estate Investing Podcast. Check out our website, hotrei.com, for additional content and resources. And please take a moment to subscribe and leave a review so we can continue to bring even more value to others through real estate investing.